What's going on, everybody? My name is Tenebris Infinite, and today I have some incredibly spicy news for you dudes. It sounds like PlayStation has finally brought their crossplay program out of beta, which is incredibly exciting information for the future of Generation Zero. And this potentially has some huge ramifications for Generation Zero moving forwards. But, really quickly here, let's just read this article. So, a report from Wired says that PS4's crossplay beta has come to an end. While it's not announcing the news explicitly, the PS4's crossplay efforts have officially moved out of the beta stage, meaning that console can support crossplay on any titles that studios provide the functionality for. There are a couple games already taking advantage of this. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, PUBG is, I believe Rocket League is, Dauntless, I believe is, and a bunch of other games out there are already taking advantage of crossplay being on PlayStation and now being available across all platforms. So, as I said, this is potentially huge for Generation Zero. Now that Generation Zero has a significant fan base on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox as well after it being featured on Game Pass, I think that this is an excellent opportunity for crossplay to come over to Generation Zero. I also feel like Generation Zero will be one of the better games for crossplay, considering the fact that it is entirely cooperative. So it doesn't matter if a player on PC is using mouse and keyboard, or if a console player is using a controller, or vice versa. It really means that all of us will be able to play together and benefit each other in Generation Zero here. I think that it could also lead to a lot of great things in the future when it comes to the challenges and when it comes to potential updates and features being brought to the game. It could really improve the kind of cooperative aspect of Generation Zero, and the developers could definitely focus on those things. They've already introduced various MMO-ish kind of things into the game, being prestige points and titles, so they could definitely expand on that even further with crossplay introduced. So that means that they could introduce something like maybe an alliance team or a faction team or something like that, so that you and your friends could get together, make a little group, and potentially your group's kind of overall robot kill score or overall prestige score could kind of stand as a way of ranking the various teams and alliances. It could bring like a little bit of a competitive aspect into this game, but I think that it would be really cool to see something like that come through to Generation Zero, just because it would give multiplayer just a little bit more importance into this game. Now, for a little bit of a controversial take on this, I don't think that the Generation Zero team should focus on this immediately. I think that this should be something that they plan on introducing in maybe 2 or 3 months, when Generation Zero is a little bit more feature complete. As of right now, there still is not really enough for us to do to justify a full-on multiplayer thing, but I do think that if they were to introduce maybe some of the rumored things like crafting, or some of the things that we brought up like base building, or like having some sort of a defense wave kind of based thing, or a tower defense based thing, or just any of the various ideas we've brought to kind of expand gameplay here in Generation Zero, I think that that should be focused on first and foremost before approaching something like crossplay. Of course, it'll be easier to really say whether or not crossplay would be beneficial after the October update, because from the sounds of it, we're getting something pretty massive for this month's update. So we have that to look forward to, and if it is something really, really cool, then heck, maybe they could even focus on crossplay coming to us for November's update. Who knows? You could definitely be sure that you're going to catch all of that news and information on my channel here. So if you guys haven't yet, definitely subscribe for all of the latest news and info when it comes to Generation Zero. Now, I know that some of you guys out there are single-player only dudes, and I'm very much kind of like that myself too. I much prefer playing Generation Zero solo than I do in a group, as I find it just a little bit too easy when I'm in a group. But I do think that if they could incentivize working in a group in some sort of way, beyond just dumping experience on you, but actually giving you something in-game as a benefit from playing in multiplayer, would be a way to really spice things up and really kind of introduce multiplayer to some of us that aren't as enthusiastic about the whole multiplayer aspect in this game. I do think that there is tons of directions that they could take Generation Zero at this point in time, as it's still very much a blank canvas of a video game. So, you know, it's all very exciting stuff moving forwards. But that's the most that I have to say on this subject for now, so we'll have to wait and see if crossplay becomes something that benefits Generation Zero here. I definitely think it will be, though. Let me know what your guys' thoughts about crossplay coming to Generation Zero are down in the comments below, and let me know whether or not you would like to see the developers focus on something like that, or if you'd like to see them focus on something else. I myself think that it would be a great addition, just as long as we could get some of those more requested features, you know, just to kind of add to the replayability and add to the opportunities of things that we could do if crossplay was added. But I think that for now, that's going to be it for this video, so thank you so much for watching. If you guys are stoked about crossplay, give the video a thumbs up. And if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up too. And if you didn't like the video, definitely give it a thumbs down. And just as a kind of quick last thing too, you know, it's all up to you, but I think that it would be really good if you've been watching a YouTuber that has less than 1,000 subs, or even less than 10,000 subs, to go off and maybe reconsider that channel, and maybe consider giving them a shot and subscribing to them, because it's cold and hard out here in the world of YouTube. So I just like to, you know, spread some of the love a little bit. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.